everybody. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official LOTRO Twitch channel. Woo! So, yes, it is my 5-year LOTRO anniversary. So I've been playing LOTRO for 5 years as of like last Friday or so. And I thought, hey, why don't I give away some things to celebrate here on my stream? So, yeah, might as well. Let's have a good time. Let's have a party, right? Ooh, ooh, party, party. I feel like I should have balloons or streamers or something going on. I could have done one of those little background things with stuff. Anyway, so right now we do have a giveaway already open because, you know, I only stream for 2 hours and we have a bunch to give away. So we're going to give away as much as we can on my stream. And then if we have stuff left over, we might give away stuff on before stream after me as well. So yes, right now the giveaway is for a pig in a blanket housing decoration. So if you saw my tweet or my Blue Sky post, it was in that. But let me think, do I have any here on Treebeard? I'm not sure if I have one on Treebeard. I know I have them on Laurelin. Anyway, it's a cute little housing item, and it's like a house, like it's like a pet pig. So it's like a cosmetic pet, but he's asleep. And he's lying on the ground, and he's got like a little blanket over most of his body, but it's like his little feet are sticking out, and like little things drift up from his head from time to time. So like a little, you know, Z's goes drifting by, or a pie goes drifting by, or Bingo Boffin goes drifting by. It's really super cute. Yes, Rocky says 5 years, so basically a new player. I know, right? I do feel new. Given that LOTRO is coming up on its 17th anniversary this year, I do feel like a new player sometimes. I've only been around a third of the time, you know, it's pretty crazy. So, and yes, I did, so normally we just do 1 win per stream, but we have a number of different categories of things today, and I'm opening it up that you can win once in each category. So if you win the pet pig, you still have the opportunity to win the LOTRO points. I know, crazy, crazy. But I didn't want to limit anybody. I just want to make it fun for everybody. So, but hopefully more people will win anyway. Hopefully it'll be spread around. So if you want to get in on the giveaway for the Pig in a Blanket housing decoration, which is going on right now, you put !giveaway into the chat. So, okay, and let's see, I know I saw Lost Shire Hobbit in there. It says hello, hello, and Knife's Games came by, hello. Oh, actually it looks like Knife Sedge Games. Oh, okay, well I saw the G-E and then G-A-M-E-S. So anyway, in Dutch, we live in the Netherlands, and GE before like a verb is like a way to make it a past tense thing. So for a second I thought it was, you know, gehems or something, but no, it's not Dutch at all. All right, so in the game, in Lord of the Rings Online, which is where we are, there is currently an event going on called Ill Omens, which basically means every day there's a set of named skirmishes, they put together a package of skirmishes, and they're like, hey, go check out these skirmishes, and within each of them, look for a specter that shows up, an ill omen. And so that's what we're doing today, and we did this last week also. And the Ill Omens event has 4 different groupings of those skirmishes. One of them is like the Free Peoples, that's the one we did last time, and that one is like Defense of the Prancing Pony and For Gondomar, or Siege of Gondomar, and those sorts of things. So those are open to anybody. They're just as long as you've done the skirmish introduction. Today's group here on Treebeard is Treacherous Wilds. So it's things like Storm on Methedras, Fort of Brunnen, Icy Crevasse, Attack at Dawn, and the Barrow Downs, which I'm pretty sure Survival of the Barrow Downs. But I think those are open to anybody as well. They're not locked by having gotten to a particular place in the epic line. But the other 2 groups are. There's one that's basically Moria skirmishes, so you have to have gotten that far in the epic line that you have gotten to a point where you would be doing those skirmishes. And the 4th group is about I was just looking at it. The Mirkwood stuff. So, and unfortunately, my character over on Laurelin, where we were going to do this, hasn't been to Mirkwood yet. So even though she's level 150, pretty sure she can't do those skirmishes. Don't think the Valar gives us... We don't think the Valar gives us those skirmishes by default. We think we still have to go and open them. We didn't actually check, though. But we're going to assume that that's the case. So here we're going to give a little wave here. So we sometimes run with Aladoc there. He's a handy hobbit to have in a group. Okay, so yeah, so that's why we're over here on Treebeard, because on Treebeard we've unlocked everything up through like into the 90s, because these are our completionist characters. So there we are. So let's see, Aiming for Fun has popped in and says, good morning and thank you for your stream and a chance at the giveaway. Well, you're welcome. I love giving things away. So, you know, Knife's Edge Games is edge of a knife. Yeah, that makes sense. Lost Shire Hobbit says, I was busy finishing rebuilding Hitbold. Well, that's good. Somebody's got to, right? Hitbold's not going to rebuild itself. And Knife's Edge Games does point out that we only have to survive the barrows for 5 minutes in order to get the credit for the Ill Omens. So we might do that one. We might do all of them. We'll see. Okay, so the way the Ill Omens works is you're going to be doing skirmishes. So you can you have to go to a skirmish camp and find this lovely hobbit here, Netta Pinleaf. So we'll get her right in the frame. So this is who you're looking for. And she is not at every skirmish camp, though. She's here in the 21st Hall, so, you know, in the land of the dwarves. And then she's also at South Bree. We did not find her at Thorin's Hall, or Thorin's Gate. Where else? Oh yeah, I can't remember where else. But anyway, so she's definitely at 21st Hall, and she's definitely at the South Bree skirmish camp location. Okay, so Mirkwood. Mirkwood's the other one. What? Yeah, it was the fourth group that we don't have. Well, maybe don't have. Okay, so oh, she's at Mirkwood, is what Knife's Edge Game's saying, perhaps. Okay, that's possible. I figure as a hunter, I have the hunter travel skill, and so it's really easy to get to the 21st Hall, as long as you don't mind riding a goat, which sometimes I have an aversion to that. Anyway, Netta has a couple of things she can do for you. The center one here is tell me where my efforts are needed. So if you click on that, she's going to tell you the skirmishes that they are looking to have you go into for that day. So if you kind of want to have a preview, or if you've forgotten where you're going or whatever, you can look there and it has the list of where you want to go today. Okay, so that's cool. The bottom one is her barter items, because she is not only the quest giver, but she's also the barterer. So as you are going through and doing the Ill Omens, when you are defeating them, you get these tokens of Ill Omens, which you can then come back and bring to her and barter for cosmetic pets, for example. There's a cloak which looks like this, or if you want to see the hooded version, it looks like that. There are some other cosmetic pets from previous year. What else do we have? Bat Whirls, which is an effect that you can do on other people. Let's see, more cosmetic pets, more cloak. This one is the Cloak of Shadows. So this is from last year or the year before. That's the hooded version. And then we have these really cool things called these portents. So you can get a portent of strength, a portent of vitality, or a portent of deftness. And they have different levels of these. So basically you'd want to get the one that is your level. So I actually have from last year, the portent of strength for my level, because this, so you can see it says maximum level 115, minimum level 75. And because I'm level 92 right now, that's the gap for me. I think I was level 75 when I got it. So I've got the portent of strength, the portent of vitality, and the portent of deftness. When I get to be 115, I'm going to want to swap out, and I want the obvious portent collection. And then once I get above 135, I want the conspicuous portents. So that's a little bit of bartering to keep in mind. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to pick up the wrapper from her, which is the top item. And it says, she says, I've heard tell that the harbingers of the dead, those are those ill omens we're looking for, have been spotted among the wilder lands of Middle Earth. So do what you can and I'll handle the rest. You want to do like a 5-minute on the giveaway? Does that sound good? Oh, you have a timer going, don't you? No. My wonderful assistant before is over there handling things. I say assistant with a kind of a joke because he's like fantastic. He's doing all this work for me. Okay, so the giveaway for the Pig in a Blanket housing decoration is about to close. So if you still want a chance at winning the Pig in a Blanket housing decoration, type ! giveaway into the chat. That will enter you into the giveaway. And then when we draw it, B4 has the code, and so you'll do a whisper with B4 to get that code, and then you put that code into the LOTRO store in the game in order to receive the item. And if that doesn't make sense, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and accept this this wrapper. So now we have our remote quest. So skirmish, Ill Omens, complete skirmish assaults across Middle Earth. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, I haven't done. It's because I haven't done any on Treebeard this year. That's an event-wide thing. And I have mail. We'll look at that later. Okay, so now we need to go into the skirmishes. Afdil, you're the leader. Do you want me to be the leader, or are you happy to manage it? Go ahead and you manage it. That's fine. All right, Storm on Methedras. Here we go. And we're doing it as tier 3 because we get more tokens, right? Yes.
While the Grey Company
it didn't say that there. I don't know.
We came upon a Dunlanding hag named Gwillian.
But yes, if you do it on tier 3, you get
She sought to raise an army of ancient evil to aid the White Hand against Rohan.
Bubbles.
It was our duty,
Methedras.
Amlon's and mine.
That's legendary item experience. We got 2. Oh, here it is. Ill Omens, Storm on Methedras, tier 3, 2 tokens of Ill Omens. And then the regular one is also going to give us 2 tokens. So it's going to give us an additional 2 tokens. So that's neat. Cool. So I think before we start running up that hill, a la Kate Bush, shall we find out who was going to win the Pig in a Blanket housing decoration? Drumroll. And it is the Shielded Wolf was drawn from the giveaway. So there, yay. So the Shielded Wolf, if you can pop up into the chat and say hello, and then you and B4 can have a little whisper session between you to get that code. Hey, Shielded Wolf says yay, yay, congratulations, and hello everyone, hello to you. So Aaron Bard asks, what are we celebrating today? My 5-year LOTRO anniversary. I've been playing LOTRO for 5 years now, as of this past week. So yeah, that's so it's good stuff. I'm glad to be here. A part of the community, as new as one might think I am, or as having been around forever as some might also think. All right, awesome. So we are having a new giveaway. If you want to be in, this is for a sleeping gray cat housing item. So another housing item, and this is a cat goes into your house or your yard, and it does move around. So every so often it'll get up, it'll stretch, it'll walk around a little bit, it'll sit, I think it licks its paw, and it lays back down. And so it kind of moves around within a certain diameter of itself, so which is kind of fun. And it's fun if you get a couple of them because it looks like they're walking around together and stuff. It's cute. Oh, nice. Thank you. And B4 has put a link to the wiki, the LOTRO wiki, which shows you what that sleeping gray cat looks like. So yes, put ! giveaway into the chat if you want to win the sleeping gray cat. And then we'll do some LOTRO points also today as well. Oh, my portraits thingy. Well, we'll see how that goes. I just noticed my portrait's getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, it's a good thing I never need that. Okay, so we'll talk to Sarah Dan. This is Well, this is Storm on Methedras, so it's part of the Dunland stuff. So if you have gone through there, you'll understand what's happening in the storyline. And if you haven't, then I would suggest go do Dunland, because then it will make a lot more sense. Basically, there's stuff and there's things, and things are happening, and so there we are. It involves the Rangers, though, so that's always fun. Getting to do stuff with the Rangers. Or on behalf of the Rangers. Yes, before it says, wait, there's stuff and things? I know, shocking. Stuff and things. Oh, I forgot to bring out my my assistant. My skirmish. I know, we're in skirmishes, and I didn't bring out my skirmish helper. Here she comes. Yes, I can follow the ebb and flow. There's, I think it's Prancing Pony. He says, follow the ebb and flow of battle. And so, yeah, Affidil's assistant is named the Ebb and Flow. Mine is Hey Archerina, because she's an archer. So I say, hey Archerina. So now hopefully you have that song stuck in your head too. You're welcome. Aaron Bart says, great names. We like to have fun with the names. I enjoy watching Lore Masters and the fun names that they come up with for their pets. There's some good stuff. I mean, Poe for the Raven, always, or Nevermore, or yeah, any sort of Edgar Allan Poe reference is always nice with that. All right. So basically, it's like it's not a defense skirmish. This is a capture the flag. Well, that's not quite right either. This is an offensive skirmish. So we defeat the stuff in a space. And then we claim a flag, as it were, like this one here, that we just did. And then the next space opens up for us, and we get beaten up on by trees and homes. Goodness, there we go. And I'm standing in a puddle. I'm sure this is fine. I'll just move out of that. So these guys are slowly making their way to us. So we're going to take out Dame Hypatia says, hello, dear gentle hobbits. Hello, Dame Hypatia. We're doing giveaways today. It's my 5-year LOTRO anniversary. I've been playing for 5 years now. And I thought it would be an awesome opportunity to party with the community and give some stuff away. So make sure you get in on those giveaways. We're doing a Sleeping Gray Cat housing item right now. We just did one of the piggies. Housing items. Well, we got some LOTRO points codes coming up. Probably after this one, maybe. Oh, we do have an order. Corgi's next. Okay, so we'll do the yeah. Okay, so we'll do a cosmetic pet after this, which will be a Corgi. Then we'll do some LOTRO points. Oh, we got a dude who's showed up, a lieutenant. So hey, Dame Hypatia, let me don't take off, or let me know if you're gonna take off, and I'll pause. I have made progress on my cardigan. I have a sleeve. I made a sleeve. I'm very pleased. Let's see. We probably have to take out that sparkly thing at the top before the Ill Omen will show up. So the Ill Omen shows up over in the corner. But we generally don't want to do it until the rest of the stuff is cleared. But we want to make sure we do it before the big boss, because as we forgot, and were reminded last week, that if you do the big boss and then you come back from the Ill Omen, you miss out on some of your tokens. So, or no, the mission, that's right. It's the deed advancement. There's a deed to do, I don't know, like 50 or something. Ill Omens, Harbingers. And if you do your big bad before you do that, then that doesn't increment the deed. All right, so now that flag has been claimed. So the Ill Omen should be about to, there we go. A Harbinger of the Dead has appeared. And in this particular skirmish, he appears over here. So you'll see we've got a red dot there. But we're gonna scoot back first though, because we have a counterattack. We wanna deal with them first. So it's nice that you can see how many red dots showed up for the Harbinger. Sometimes you have like a dude and his couple friends. And you have to make sure you take out the ads before you do too much damage to the main, because you can't do any damage to the main, stuff like that. But this one looks like it's just the guy on this on his own, so we'll see who it is next. I think that tree's coming for us. Okay. Let's see. Aaron Bard says, I have an alt named Ookbard. He is ginger, likes orange clothes, and is a librarian. Oh, that's a Pratchett reference, isn't it? I haven't read those books in a while. I should go back. Oh, we have a Zealot of Doom. He's gonna go roar at some point, isn't he? There we go. Oh, we got somebody else. Goodness. They're just like coming for us. Oh, I'm focused on the gate. Oh, we lost Amlon. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's just knocked out. He's still got some health. Okay, so they're gonna remain there. Hopefully Amlon will be okay. He's just tired. Okay, so we have one red dot. So it looks like it's that guy. What's his scoop? He's got a shadow aura and difficulty skirmish 3. Oh, he's got friends. They're just all on top of each other. Alright, so I'm gonna put a trap or two down because I feel like it. And we'll scoot over here. I'll do my invisibility. I'll do my thing. Ready? Cool. Alright, and kapow. We're gonna do like a 1-2 punch on these guys. So one from me and one from Affodil. Oh, and then Affodil got here. Oh, well, it's okay. We almost got the white down. Okay, the white is down. So now we just have our Harbinger of the Dead here. It's one of the reasons why we like to take out all of the ads and counterattacks and everything before we get into these guys, is because in a situation like that where maybe he sends you off, you know, he fears you, it can be really annoying when you go running into something and you start another battle and you're like, I just want to focus on this one. Yeah. So, okay, so yes, so we have, man, he feared you good. You're just going to run up the side of that mountain. Okay, we've almost got him. There we go. Another one falls, says your helper. So yay, so that completed our Ill Omens tier 3 and our Ill Omens, so we got 4 tokens from that. So theoretically we could just be like, peace out. But we will finish this skirmish. We're like that. Also, I don't know if there's something else that we get from this skirmish. I don't think so. Yeah, a sense of a job well done. You know, we're not leaving those guys hanging there. You're like, hey, the Rangers, yeah, thank you. We'll be like, okay, we got our piece, we're out. And the Rangers like, excuse me. So yes, we have a giveaway for Sleeping Gray Cat, which is a housing item. Feel free to type !giveaway in the chat if you are interested in having a chance at winning that. And I've decided for today that people can win once in each category if they want to. So you can win a housing item, you can win a cosmetic pet, and you can win LOTRO points if you have a super lucky day. So yes, type ! and then the word giveaway, all one word, in the chat if you wish to join in on that. Okay, we have a Dunlending drummer here. We only have one. Wonder why that is. I feel like there's multiples. Well, I'm gonna put a trap around this guy. And just because the bats will be coming or whatever, so we'll try to protect him a little bit. We have our Drake over there. Cool. Protect the Dunlending drummers. Yeah, I wonder if we lost a drummer, because normally there's one over there by that river. How fascinating. There was an explosion that knocked down a ranger. Might have taken out a drummer. Would be unfortunate, but yeah. And then he beats up on an old lady. That seems like a terrible thing. Oh, but she's evil. Okay, we'll work on it. Oh, where'd the bag go? For the cat. So the cats love sitting on anything that looks like, you know, a box or has an outline. So I set a bag down, just a flat bag, and the cats have been loving laying down on it. So we were trying to entice them to be somewhere on stream for when before streams. So we will keep working on that. But she's, yeah, that's fair. She's now sitting on the table on some packing cubes that we had out. We have 2 cats. For those of you who haven't heard our story of our cats before. But yes, we have 2 cats, and they are Casper and Cato. We got them from the animal shelter, and oh, he wandered off. Casper was on the couch, taking up kind of a whole couch. And then this is Cato wandering by. This is her tail. She is a long-tailed cat, and you are on my keyboard. Thanks, honey. There we go. So yeah, this is, there you are, baby. So this is Cato behind me. She's 9 years old. She was 8 when we got her, about a year and a half ago, coming up on 2 years in May. Yeah. So that means, oh yeah, and their birthdays are in April, I think it was. I think it is April. So she'll be 10. So you're over 9.5. With her cute little face. She's the littler one of the 2. And then Casper's the bigger one. He's like twice her size, basically. He's a big guy. Oh, we should kind of wrap it up on the giveaway soon. So maybe like 5-minute warning? 2 minutes. Oh, 1.5 minute warning. It's your 1.5 minute warning. Okay, we're going to pull it on the hour. So if you want to get in on this giveaway and you haven't already typed it, put !giveaway, and that will get you into the drawing for a housing item, which is a sleeping gray cat. They walk around. So, kind of like this one. Yeah, you make a good avatar for the sleeping gray cat. Except for you have stripes, but aside from that, you're pretty good at it. Oh, and as a reminder, the Hobbit gifts, you get a silver Hobbit gift every day in the game, and you get one on each server. So if you have characters on multiple servers, you know, you can pop into every server and get it. My baby, you want to come lay down on my lap, don't you? So I'm going to click on the silver Hobbit gift here, and they're still doing the Yule gifts. So if the Yule stuff was stuff that you were interested in, it's still a possibility that you will get it. I know you can't quite see her. She's like right here. Yes, you are. Oh, I got a scroll of max morale and power for 6 hours. I mean, those are nice too, but I like the Yule gifts better. Now, if you want to, you can always pay LOTRO points to get a second one. VIPs and subscribers, lifetimers, get a gold one every week. Get one once a week, and you can pay extra LOTRO points to have a chance at that too. So we've done that in the past over the stream. Over Yule, we did some extra draws, so I'm not going to worry about that. Hey, the giveaway has been drawn, and Aaron Bard won the Sleeping Gray Cat. So congratulations, Aaron Bard. You should have a chat whisper going on there with B4 on the side, and you guys can exchange that. Oh, so for anybody who wins, if you get it, what you're going to do is you'll get a code. So you go to the bottom corner, like way over there, where it says the LOTRO store, and you click on that, you open up the LOTRO store, in-game. And this is where you put also the weekly code. So let me put this in here in case you want to check this out. So like the freebie this week is a steel key. So you would take that code, steel key, or the code for the thing that you just won, whatever, and you go down here to the bottom. See how there's a list here right next to me? There's that list right there. So down at the bottom right there is where you would put in the code. So you go here and then you, I would suggest copy and pasting in, Oh, oops, I copied the wrong thing. That's okay. So that's where you would type in the code that you're typing in. That's so funny. I got everything. I got Moobot. Man, what did it just do? Like copy the entire thing? So you would copy and paste that right there. And then you hit enter. Now for me, it's going to say, coupon uses per account limit reached because I already used this key, this code. So these codes are generally a one-time use. So things like the corgi pet, the housing items, those are going to show up, and the steel key, the freebie for this week, those are going to show up on the character that you're putting that code in with. So some of these are not account-wide. These are just like you get it once. Aaron Bard asks, do you have to claim now or can I wait till after the stream? You can absolutely wait. There is no rush. Those codes should be good, I think, through the rest of the year. Yeah, at least 3 months. Yeah. They should be good for at least 3 months. But, I mean, yeah, so you don't have to do it right now. You can, do it later on this week if that's easier for you. Yeah, you've got time. No rush. No rush, right, Ghetto? Yeah. I don't think you can hear her, but she is purring on my lap. I know, right? I don't know if she's loud enough that the microphone will pick her up, but we could try, right? Here, do you want to sniff my microphone? Yeah. She's rubbing the microphone. There we go. We'll just set that right there. Oh, it does? Oh, that's fantastic. I just laid it down on her. She's a purrin'. That's awesome. Oh, oh, that's good. Yeah, it's so funny because she snores when she sleeps sometimes. And so you'll be like, and she's a little cat, right? I mean, she's like all of, 4 kilos. So that's 7 pounds, somewhere in that range. And yeah, we'll be in another part of the room and I hear this. It's like, you snore loudly. But it's like this cute little lilt. So it's adorable. Sometimes even Casper will be like, what is that noise? It's like looking around for her. Hey, Pamela is here. Also the smallest snoring. That's right. You're the smallest snorer in the house. Yeah, before it says sometimes I'll hear her snoring through my headphones across the room. Yeah, she's funny. Yes, you are. You're a funny girl. Okay, so what's next? What's our next giveaway? Oh, there it is. Spotted Corgi. Hi, I see it. All right, so we're doing a giveaway for a Spotted Corgi cosmetic pet. So this is a new category because we've been doing housing items and now this is a cosmetic pet. So anybody who wants to enter, feel free to do so. It's, I think, one. Like, it goes to one of your characters. Okay, bye, baby. So make sure that you use the code on the character you want to have the cosmetic pet. I don't know if it comes through as a tome to read or if it automatically bestows. It might automatically bestow. So make sure if you win this that you use it on the character that you want to have the cosmetic pet. So yeah, so this is the Spotted Corgi, which, let me see if I should have one on here. Yeah. It's this guy right here. Right there. Our little Koning's dog. As I named him, which is kind of a joke. There's a holiday here in the Netherlands, King's Day. And so it's day, D-A, but it's dog. So D-A-G, which means day. But so I named mine Koning's dog. So it's the king's dog, which is even funnier because corgis are, were a favorite of Queen Elizabeth. So it should be Koningin's dog, but yeah, close enough. So Aaron Bird says, my cat also snores. Is so funny. He's a little chunky compared to Kato. Yeah, most cats are. Speaking of, hey, can I bring you over here? Will you stay on the chair if I bring you close to me? Hey, how's it going? Yes, you. We have a Casper on the side, but he's just out of reach. So let me see if I can get him in camera. Hey, baby. Yeah, if I bring you over here, if I bring you on the chair, will you stay? Oh, no, no. So close. So close. All right, we'll see if he comes back. But if he comes back, he'll be right here. Maybe we'll do a cat treat. We'll see. Oh, yes. It's like naming your pet mouse, Chris Mouse. Exactly. Kind of like, it's a play on words. Before I forget, and now that Palmella is here also, and I know that Dame Hypatia was around here a minute ago. So I've been working, this is also like, this is the full range of all the hobbiting things. We talk about food, we talk about knitting and crocheting and all sorts of things here. So, so I've been working on making a cardigan, known in Dutch as a vest, which completely throws me off because if you say vest, I'm thinking it's the thing without sleeves. But no, when they say vest here, they mean a cardigan. Like, okay, whatever. It just throws me off every single time. Anyway, I've been making a cardigan, knitting a cardigan. And so we are this far on it. So it's basically got like a body. Let me turn around to the back. It might be a little easier. So this is like the body of it. And here's the cowl for the neck. And then around the front, so this is where one sleeve will be going. And then it's going to have like a ribbing border like this down the front, and then there'll be buttons. But anyway, so here is a sleeve. I have made a sleeve. Dun-da-da. So it's very exciting. I've tried it on a couple of times to make sure that it's the length that I want, and so I hope I've made it the length that I want. So I will, and I've also made the cuff a little extra big so that way I can fold it over if I want and do it like that, which is probably what I'll do, because as good as it turned out, the transition between the colors, I don't like it as much as I would like to like it. Hi, you gonna come check out the knitting too? This is Casper, everybody. I've got to move my keyboard because unlike Cateau, who's a little more dainty, he will just clomp right through everything. The next thing you know is you're running through Mirkwood and wondering how you got there. Okay, he's wandered off. Anyway, so yes, so I have a sleeve, and it's very exciting because this is probably the second project with sleeves that I've done, second or third. I realized one day I'd forgotten a project that I did. Anyway, so I'm very excited that it's turning out pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm not 100% happy with the underarm thing, but I know that that's a really tricky thing. And it's way better than the last time I did an underarm thing, because you end up with like holes. Oh, you can't even see that. Okay, you can't see it, but I can. Like I see that there's like kind of a little bit extra, and you can see like a little bit extra there. So that means like it's more likely to maybe fall apart in that spot. So I'm actually tempted to take some of the yarn when I'm done, because you'll have like extra little bits, and like sew it a little bit more just to get a little extra, a little extra safety and security and stability there. So yeah, so that's how it's coming along. And then the ball of yarn, I started a fresh ball of yarn to do the sleeve, and it took a little over half of a ball of yarn. So I'm thinking I was gonna just do the other sleeve with the rest of the ball of yarn, but then I'm gonna have to change yarn in between. And I'm already gonna have to change yarn down at the bottom because I got to the end of this ball anyway. So I'm thinking maybe I'll use up, I'll switch back and go back to doing the bottom and then come back to the second sleeve, which is a little bit dangerous because I've heard that when you do socks, you want to kind of like do the one part of the sock and then the other sock. Like you want to kind of, you don't want to like go away and come back, because then you'll end up with two things that are completely different sizes. So I'm worried that I'll do the same thing if I don't do the other sleeve right away, but I'm hoping that it'll be okay. So that's where we are in the process of the cardigan. So I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I'm hoping it's not quite professional quality. Like I know where all the mistakes are, but it's a lot closer to like, there's not a ton of mistakes, so that's great. And I just need to get it so that it's like, so it's even throughout. Like I can see where some of the stitches are a little bigger and some of the stitches are a little smaller, but overall, but I wonder once I like wash it and kind of stretch it a little bit, it'll like kind of even itself out a little bit. So we'll see. Right, Casper? You gonna come over? You come sit on the chair? He's so close. He's like right there. So, Anyway, so okay, so let's see. Yes, Lost Shire Hobbit says, as a English Shire Hobbit, I can confirm the Queen loved her corgis, right? So that's why we've got these corgis. The corgis came out as the same year, I should say, as like her last Jubilee, I think it was. So that's why there's all these corgis in LOTRO. So yeah, Pamela says the word vest is so versatile. Yeah, so funny. I prefer, yeah, I don't know. Like you get words, we're learning Dutch, right? And so I'm like trying to attach words to certain meanings. And so when they're like, no, this word means this over here, but it's different over here. I'm like, no. Can we just agree on one? But like, I'm getting there. So Dame Hypatia and Pamela say it looks really good. Thank you. You like how I did the cuff. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it went a little bit longer because I was worried that it was going to be too short on my arm. And then I was like, oh, but if it's too long, I can fold it back. So that's even better. So I like it. Dame Hypatia sings, it's a nice day for a light sweater. It's a nice day for a cardigan. It looks so cozy. Thank you. There is nothing Fair Isle in this world. I am not ready for Fair Isle, by the way. That looks scary to me. People don't know what I'm talking about. It's a type of thing where you're changing color constantly and you make these really beautiful like patterns and stuff, but it looks like a lot of work of changing color constantly, and I'm not ready for that. Before classic sock advice, make your mistake in pairs. Yeah, Dave Hypatia points out that your tension can change depending on your mood. Yeah, sometimes it can change fast. So that's the thing, is I'm trying to like maintain the same tension, because obviously I'm not doing this in a day, right? And so to try and like one day, 1 month to the next, like have it be the same, and it's pretty close. But there's times when I see something I'm like, oh, why is that so huge, you know? So to notice that in the process would be nice, and to know how to deal with that in the process would be nice. So we're not quite there yet, but it's, you know, I mean, it's the thing people tell me about knitting is that you just have to practice. That's how you get better. So that's what I'm doing. Practice, and then I'll get better. So yes, giveaway reminder, the current giveaway is for a spotted corgi pet, as we are showing off on screen here. I have my Koningsdog, and Afdil has Havlectic corgi. What does that mean? Oh, spotted. Oh, vlect. Oh, like flex. Okay, Havlectic corgi. Okay, you know, flecked corgi, if you wanted to kind of translate across. Yes, so if you want to enter in for one of these crazy little corgis and you don't have one, or you have a character who doesn't have one, it is exclamation point giveaway if you want to get in on that. So Dame Hypatia says, fun fact, if Edward VIII hadn't abdicated, there would have been cairn terriers in the Buckingham Palace. So, well, I'm thinking that the corgis are pretty cute, so yeah. They make for lovely stories, right? Or a nice thing for the... Oh, but those guys are cute too. Okay, before it's just pulled up pictures of cairn terriers and hide those. Okay, like let's be honest here for a second. Corgis are cute, but I'm not really a dog person. And so I'm like, well, that's a cute dog, but it's not really for me. But those little terriers, those guys have a cute face. So I kind of, if I had to have a dog, I think the little terriers would be cuter. Oh, Aaron Bard says, is that what Toto was in Wizard of Oz? Oh, Toto was, yeah, I guess the guy was with me. You know, when I was a kid, that was what it was. I had, okay, so when the Barbie movie came out, like, I'm trying to go back into my memory and remember what dolls and toys and things I had as a kid. And among the various things I had, because I had everything, I was across the spectrum. I had Tonka trucks and log trucks and stuff like that, but I also had a Barbie. But my favorites were, I had Charlie's Angels dolls, like action figures, whatever you want to call it, you know. And I had a Dorothy, and I had a little Toto, and I think they had a little bicycle. I must have had a little bicycle. I mean, what else would you do with a Toto? Anyway, so that's what it was. I think it was a Dorothy and a Toto that I had. I was trying to remember, because I was like, I remember I had the Charlie's Angels, but I couldn't remember what else I had. I was like, I know I had something else. I also had like this cool little elevator to go with a dollhouse, and it was big and chunky, but basically it could go like a little room. You'd shove whatever in there, and then there's like a crank, and it would go, and it would move the little room up, and then you'd pretend like you're opening a door and whatnot. It's like, that was really clever. I thought that was really clever. I loved elevator. My elevator was pretty neat. Okay, so Green Tea asks, is the giveaway available only on Treebeard? And before it replies that no, you can redeem the code on any server. So just to make sure people are aware of that. So yeah, whatever server you want to redeem the code on, you are welcome to do it. You can do it on any server at all, from Treebeard to any of the US servers, any of the UK or EU servers. You can do it on the German server, whatever. You can give it take it wherever you want. But it is a one-time code, so make sure you make that choice carefully. So, okay, so yeah, exclamation point giveaway to get in on the Spotted Corgi pet. All right, shall we do the next of the Ill Omens? So we did Storm on Methedris, and gosh, is that the only one we've done? Have I been talking this whole time? I guess I have. Let's do another one. Fortebrunnen. Let's do it. Let's get those Elrond boys there, and we're gonna do it again on tier 3. Oh, we're gonna draw for the giveaway though. So you got like 60 seconds. Type exclamation point giveaway if you want in on the Spotted Corgi pet. May call out my assistant. Hey, Archerina. And now we're gonna get Elro here and Eladan to give us a hand here in the Fortebrunnen. But I guess we could do the giveaway first, and then we'll talk to Elro here. So in case you weren't aware, these are the brothers, the brothers of Arwen. And they are then thus also sons of Elrond. So, all right. And we'll be doing giveaways the whole time during my 2 hours of streaming. So if you miss a giveaway, if you don't get in on something, you can always get in on the next one. So, all right. The winner is Flint Town, was drawn from the giveaway. So congratulations, Flint Town. Maybe pop up in the chat. Just let us know that you're here. Crispy Chicken says congratulations. Hello, Crispy Chicken. Wait, is Crispy Chicken the one who did the... I'm thinking of the... What was I thinking of? Something about chicken, the comic. Or am I mixing you up with somebody else? I remember there was a... what am I thinking of? I often refer to it... Oh, about the Tinkies. That's what it is. There was a Tinky comic that was also done by somebody with a chicken name. I think it was. Anyway, but you did the free range last Saturday. Nice. Very cool. All right, so we should do that on stream again sometime. But anyway. Oh, what? Oh, last call for Flint Town. Flint Town, are you around? Reminder that you must be present to win if you do win one of these things. We're not going to hang on to it. So let's see if Flint Town shows up. Definitely say something in the chat. I'm going to move my camera back. So Flint Town, are you there? Come and say something in the chat real quick if you are. We can get this started and then see if they pop in. Okay. That's true. We can't start the next one until we get this one sorted out. So we'll wait like another 2 minutes. Because, they might be in the bathroom or something. I mean, All right, so this guy, we have a big bat up there, and he's got a lot to say, And, I will delight in knowing your bodies will burn. Blah, blah. Yeah, Crispy Chicken, that's probably where I've seen you. She says, I'm all about chicken runs. That's probably where I've seen you. It was on the chicken run stuff. So we definitely enjoy that. B4 is fantastic at doing those things. And we did a video of, he did the 6-hour chicken run to get the Crosser of Roads. Is that where that title horn comes from? The solo, yeah, did it solo. So we did a video kind of like how to do it. It's a few years old now, that video, so at some point want to redo it and maybe do it as with a group, but there's some tricky spots in there, isn't there? So yeah, a couple of tricky spots. So in this skirmish, if there's anybody who hasn't done this one, this is a Port of Brunnen, and so it takes you into the high moors. So like we're out here at the Port of Brunnen, and we've got some siege machines that have shown up from the enemy along one side, and they're trying to make their way across, and then they're going to head towards Rivendell. And so we are stopping them from such things. So they have three siege machines, really. So there's one on the south, one on the north, and then one in between. And the way they do it is they'll have everything comes off of one side for a phase of the battle, and then it'll go to the next phase, and it'll either come from the north or the south. And it can only come from the north twice, and it can only come from the south twice. So you kind of know if it's already done one of them twice, it's going to be the other side. So right now we're doing the south one. And then a couple of guys show up there in the middle, and we do have to go deal with them at some point, but we'll get around to it. Or I think Affadil's going to go and possibly drag them into battle. There they go. There they come. So this is the normal skirmish. At the end of the skirmish, there's like a big troll that will come along, and we have to try and catch them in waves that come down the river. The archers are trying to help us by shooting into these areas, which is very nice of them. And then once the Harbinger of the Dead appears, it's going to be over there in the corner. So we'll be looking for that, but not yet. Okay, so let's see. It looks like, Knife's Edge Games was drawn from the giveaway for the Spotted Corgi. So there we go. Congratulations. So pop up in chat there. I know you've been around, so make sure you say something. There you are. Awesome. So get a chat going with B4. So I was going to show up on those flags up on top. You can see there's a green one and a red one because we've done one green as us. And then we've got two red ones here because we haven't done any on the north yet. So the second assault is coming, and there we go. So once we finish the second assault, one of those two flags there will turn green for us. But second assault must first be dealt with, including that giant rock. All right, here's a big giveaway. Okay, so we are doing a giveaway for 500 LOTRO points. I asked Cordovan if I could, if he had any points laying around that I could use for giveaways today. And he was super generous and gave us all these codes that we're using to give away today. So super thanks to Cordovan, the SSG community manager. Shout out there for being supportive of people streaming LOTRO. I really appreciate the support that we've gotten from him. It's been really neat. So anyway, so a 500 LOTRO point code coming your way. So make sure you put ! giveaway into the chat if you want to win that. If you have won something else today, I'm going to let you go ahead and be into this chat giveaway if you want. So you do have to type it. Every giveaway, we clear all the entries so there's no rollover. But if you do want to be in this giveaway, go ahead and type that in. Because the 500 LOTRO point, I don't want anybody to miss out on that. I think that's pretty generous and pretty nice to have a chance at. Excuse me, let me get a drink. But yes, you must be present to win on this. So we'll pull it in, what, like 10 minutes or so? 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so somewhere in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So don't wander off too far, or make sure you're within earshot. So we've got an encounter over here. I've gone ahead and pulled it. Why not? Also, he's coming into the fray, so we can start doing some of our AoEs on him. Also, my archer she just, if things are too far away, she doesn't even notice them. So it's like, Archerina, come on. Also, I need to cleanse myself. There we go. I moved my cleansing button for some reason. We were doing something with our... We have a normal Saturday group that we quest with, and there was something we were doing, and I needed to cleanse, like, all the dang time. So I moved my cleansing button so it would be on my keyboard instead of having to do, like, shift or control or anything. And then I forgot to move it back. It's actually a good place for it. I mean, I'm fine. It's on equal sign. Oh, Harbinger of the Dead has arrived. We don't currently have a battle. They're going to come jump down at us in a minute, but the sun's going to handle that for the moment. So we're going to go over here and deal with this Harbinger. So, here we go. Oh yeah, now we'll do that one. Get rid of these guys, get the ads gone. So now the third assault is just getting started, right as we get started on this guy. But I think it'll be okay. You want to drag it into the rest, or you just want to keep on here? Oh, here is joining anyway. Eladan is helping. Oh, that's awfully nice of them. Hopefully it doesn't have anything to do with them getting attacked. Because I think this is one of the, yeah. My thing is, you know, these guys have to survive. So wouldn't that be funny if, like, the Harbinger started attacking them and took them out? Wouldn't that be funny? But it's not going to happen. He's attacking me, which is fine. Come on. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Goodbye. Awesome. So now we can go back to the regular stuff, which Affadil's been doing a great job with. And that's what, a lot of times we do that too, is if we have something like this where it's ongoing on both sides, we've got some of the normal stuff and then some of the Ill Omens stuff going, we might split, you know, have one person kind of taking care of one side, one person taking care of the other side. So. Oh no! Well, we'll stop and barter after this. Before I was just saying that his tokens of Ill Omen are capped. So, well, the good news is there aren't any more Ill Omen tokens to get in this, because that was it. That was it. Ding, ding. So yeah, I'm hoping by next week's stream I might be done with the cardigan, or depends on how much time I get to work on it over the next week. But definitely making a lot of progress. I'm pretty excited about that, because it has been cold and it's warmer now. Like, it was below freezing and I wasn't a fan. Not as bad as some people have had it. I definitely know that some folks have been having like well below freezing weather, and we haven't had it that bad. I've been glad for that. But it just, I have noticed that compared to a lot of the US, I suppose, we've got pretty mild weather here in the Netherlands. We don't get huge snowstorms. We don't end up in, like, you know, sub-zero or, you know, below freezing. Well, okay, if you go to Fahrenheit, you know how sometimes, like, things get below 0 and that's just rough, right? And, like, it just doesn't snow because everything feels like the world is just frozen over. So we don't get that very often at all. Like, we get below freezing, so we get to 0 Celsius, but it's usually not too bad. Okay, those two are green, so that one is done. So the next, so there's our big bad. So we're gonna have another group coming down from up here. So I'm just gonna drop a couple traps here. So okay, yeah, so we're doing a 500 point LOTRO point giveaway. So type ! giveaway into the chat if you want to be in on that. And I apologize to my hobbits. I did not remember to take the time to put something into our Discord servers about the giveaways, so please feel free to mention. We've got another hour of giveaways to go, so if people want to join in on that. Definitely nice to spread the word. I try to let people know, but I didn't actually get the codes until today. I didn't even actually ask until this weekend. I was a little behind on it. And then Cord replied to me on Saturday. He's like, I don't think I can get back to you on this until Monday or whatever. I was like, or today, I'm like, I was not even expecting you to get this message until Monday, so no big deal. He was apologetic. He couldn't do it right away on a weekend. I'm like, I would not expect you to do it right away on a weekend. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to think you had to. So, let's see. Airbnb says we had minus 30 here. Nothing unusual. Oh, that's just, yeah. I'm grateful not to live in a place where minus 30 is normal. Which what? Oh yeah, I didn't ask which system. I think minus 30, was that what it flips over, or is it minus 40? Minus 40. So minus 40 is where Celsius and Fahrenheit are the identical. Minus 30, either one sounds terrible to me, if you really, you know. Let's see, did you click on whatever chest that was? Okay. So there's probably a flag, yeah. And so we've set the flag out here, ha 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 ha. And now they're like, oh, ho, 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 we're coming to get you. We're like, nope, we're gonna defend our flag, neener, neener. I'm pretty sure that's how Tolkien wrote it. There we go. Xanurs has fallen to your mighty blow. That's maybe a little bit more Tolkien. Oh, we have a Brother of Destruction. I always want to go all WWE when we get these guys. Brother, I will make sure there is destruction. Anyway, so Dame Hypatia says it's a bit rainy and a tiny bit windy every now and then here in northern central Europe. So we have some raiders. Hello, raiders. Welcome from Task Pumpkin. Nice. Oh, this guy, we're supposed to get him out here in the waves, because the waves will bring down his shield. I forgot about that. So we want him to be standing out here when these waves come by, which, yeah, sometime soon. So in the meantime, we just kind of hang out and try not to get too beat up by him. We can beat up on the other guy, though. Alright, Big Bad is down. Here comes the waves. And poof, there goes his shield. Ha ha ha. Yes, thanks, Elrond. Or, Glorfindel. Isn't it in the books, isn't it Glorfindel that actually does it? No, I think yeah, Gandalf made the horses. I remember that Gandalf, like, put a little extra touch on there. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think there's any chests to grab. I checked the corpse already. I have looted his pockets. Alright, so we shall travel now. So anyway, so hello to the raiders. We're playing Lord of the Rings Online here. We are doing the Ill Omens event. We're working our way through those here on the Treebeard server. Treebeard is a legendary server. If you have questions about that, drop that in the chat. We can explain what that is. And we are currently doing a giveaway. So for LOTRO points, we're doing a giveaway, by the way, for those of you who just popped in, for 500 LOTRO points. So definitely type ! giveaway if you want to get in on that. We'll be drawing that in about, I don't know, a couple minutes.
60 seconds.
Oh, we're getting really close. We're going to be drawing that in like 2 minutes. So Lord Zach Bora has popped in and says, hello, 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 hello. Lord Zach Bora, if you want in on the giveaway, you have to type it with a G, not a J. But I like your jive away. Because we're partying. So yes, we are celebrating that I have been playing LOTRO for 5 years now. I started playing in mid-January in 2019, and so this is my 5-year. Okay, you're good. That's nice. It is my 5-year LOTRO-versary, so I thought I would celebrate by giving stuff away to the LOTRO community because, yeah, why not? Let's share the fun. It feels like a hobbiting thing to do. So. Before says, Lord Zach, did you mean I'm Jude? Instead of with a G, or the good, yeah. Crispy Chicken says, happy LOTROversary, thank you! Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So let's see, I'll answer this question from Aaron Bard, and then we will draw for the 500 LOTRO points. So if you want in on the drawing, now is your last chance. Put ! Giveaway into the chat. and then we will draw. So the question from Aaron Bard is, I heard Orion address, Orion is somebody who works for SSG and did a stream on Friday. And Aaron Bard says, I heard Orion address someone in chat who was asking about a LOTRO Classic server. What might that entail? And Before has answered that it's basically a reference to World of Warcraft. WoW has a classic server, which is a different way to go back to old content. So yes, classic servers generally mean the way the world was set up on the day that the game was launched. So with all of its imperfections and things that are a real pain to do and all of that, as well as all the nostalgia vibes that you might get from it, that's generally what a classic server means. So for example, now the way the trait tree works is it looks like this, and the way the virtues work is you've got, points and you can put them into whichever virtue you want. And the way it was before is you had to do specific deeds in order to earn specific traits, and that was the only way you had access to them. So a LOTRO Classic server would mean going back to those things. It would mean hunters would have travel rations. It would mean there's no Bjornings, there's no high elves, there's no, so none of the new stuff. It just would be however the game existed when it was created 17 years ago. Personally, I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's so many changes and advances that have happened in the last 17 years in gaming and the way people game. For example, more people enjoy being kind of are able to enjoy LOTRO as a casual gamer. There are ways to go and beat up on things if you're a solo player. The game is very accessible to playing by yourself and without having to grind to get weapons or armor or things like that you would need in order to survive taking out like one encounter. Whereas when the game first launched, it was very much focused on fellowship. You needed to have a whole bunch of people in order to survive. You needed to have other people in order to do crafting, because you couldn't do all the crafting yourself, so you couldn't make the armor for yourself. There's been a lot of quality of life improvements that have been made over the game's last 17 years as well. So I think people have a lot more nostalgia for that than they want to actually play that. Now, Aaron Bird says, I'd love a classic Shire-centric server. So something where like it's capped at 50 and it just stays that way forever, that might be interesting. But with all of our current, lovely things that we have, like all the plugins that we have access to now because people have made them, and all the foods that are available now in the game for your character, and just like all the things that are available now, I think are really handy. So I wouldn't necessarily advocate for a classic server, but maybe a server that tweaks things. I'm on board with that. I mean, obviously I'm playing on Treebeard, which is a legendary server where things are tweaked. So I'm obviously in favor of that sort of thing. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do the giveaway. So we are drawing for 500 LOTRO points. Must be present to win. So if you're out of the room, get your butt over here right now. No. Well, if your name is called, especially. So the winner is... Hey, there we go. Crispy chicken. Hey, congratulations. So that's awesome. Well, you can use your 500 LOTRO points to do all sorts of fun things, I am certain. So just make sure you pop up in the chat here. Let us know you're still around. I'm sure you are, but there you are. Yay. She says, woohoo, thank you very much. Yay. So congratulations. So yeah, a couple other comments people had on classic servers. Imagine, yeah, the 2007's lack of trait trees. Yeah, virtues done during deeds, only able to get via deeds. Some of the, all of the lifestyle tweaks are gone, would be gone. The old virtue system would be back. You have to pick up all the loot. Like, there's no auto bestowed anything, I think. Yes. Oh yeah, horse. Right. Dame Hypatia remembers. Yeah, Talarian says no cosmetic pets. You can't get a mount until you're level 35. There's a lot of things that they have made the game more modern, because these are all like 2007. The people were willing to put in like 40 hours a week grind in a game in order to get like a sword. People don't have the patience for that now. It's the user base expectation is different than it was 17 years ago. So I think keeping that in mind is in LOTRO's best interest to definitely accommodate what the current user base's interest is. So I think, I don't know what their plan is, but I know Severlin did hint that there will be a legendary server, at least one, coming this year, and it will have some interesting things to it. So who knows? Potino Bowen says, hail and welcome. So we're doing a new giveaway, and this one is for the Pig in the Blanket housing decoration. So type ! giveaway if you want to enter. If you did win one of the housing items earlier, we will ask that you not enter this time, because you already won a housing item today. But if you have not won a housing item from us today, definitely go ahead and put ! giveaway into the chat. So that would be, it'd be Shielded Wolf and Aaron Bard. So you guys are not eligible at this moment. Let's see. Stormy Dirk says, when I started in 2007, you actually had to read the quest to figure out where to go. There were no quest icons on the map. Although Knife's Edge Games says, funny thing is, it wasn't as grindy back then, or at least it didn't feel like it, apparently. So I am very glad for the quality of life changes that exist. I personally would not be interested in a grindy classic server. But I know, the other problem LOTRO has with that sort of thing is basically just a piece of logistics, in the sense that back when the game started, it was Turbine were the folks who ran it, and there was a point, I'm pretty sure it was during Turbine's ownership, that there was like a power outage, and the servers went down and some data was lost, and this is, for some reason, there were no backups. I don't know why. I mean, backups are hard, and perhaps it wasn't something that was part of the milieu at the time. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, so before as a software engineer, we'll have some thoughts about backups during his stream. So stick around for that. So anyway, so data was lost. Like, they used to have what did they call it? Like a lottery system, where each week you could somehow enter into a thing, and there were giveaways, and they had like a whole thing where people could win stuff, and the whole coding, all of that went away, completely crashed, lost, things like that. So even if LOTRO wanted to do a classic server and do everything as it was at the time, they'd have to recreate it, which means based on, memories of what things used to do and how it would work. And honestly, I don't think that's worth their time. You know what I mean? Like, as a player, I would rather see them spend time on other things rather than coding up a whole server that's just based on the way things used to be, because they'd have to start from scratch, basically. Yeah, right? Yeah, before says more chicken session play. Like, that would be great. I would love to do more chicken session, or if they picked another animal, like, I don't care, but I just think, I'd love the chicken session play. I've had a great time with that, and I would love to see more and more sessions of that going into these other areas of Middle Earth that have been opened up since the last time they had a new chicken play session, right? Yeah, Crispy Chicken says, yes, I have a wish list for more chicken quests, right? I feel like we should like jump into the forums and throw a bunch of that stuff in there because, oh my gosh, there's so many cool chicken things to be had out there, right? So I would be way more, and because that would be something that like the entirety of the LOTRO base could have access to, because it would be on all servers, you know, and everybody would have access to more chicken session play, for example. Egg Arthur does point out that the lottery system might have eventually run into legal issues anyway, so it's possible they would have had to have gotten rid of it by now, but by losing it, they definitely got rid of it. Let's see. Lord Zach says, I've been working on a mod for a game to build roads and cities, and it's so tough. That's funny. Aaron Bart asks, is that where some of the voice files for Hobbits went? I don't know. I do know Cord has mentioned about when they get voices, it was often like, it's contractors. So they'll be like, hey, we need someone to come in and read 15 lines, you know, and you get an actor, voice actor to come in, do the 15 lines, and then their contract is done and they're gone. Like, they're not a LOTRO employee. And so if nobody's tracking who those voice people are, and if there's no like I haven't seen attribution on like an IMDb or something. So I think if you don't have somebody who's tracking who that is, who did that work, it would be really hard to get them to come back and do it again, right? Like I've had acting jobs, and like there's people who, like if somebody was looking for who did that, I don't even know where they would start in order to find me. You know what I mean? So, so that could be part of it. I don't know about the voice actor stuff. And sometimes I think also like with the Tom Bombadil, I think they might have known who was the original Tom Bombadil in the game, but they couldn't get that person again or something, and that's why it's a new voice or something like that. So, yeah, voice acting is a whole separate thing. So, pigeon session play. That's an interesting idea. No, I hadn't thought of something one day. Not sheep. Not corgis. A goose chicken play. No, I don't think it was another fowl. What was it? I had something in my mind that I thought would be a good one. And not the horses, because that one I know they already did that sort of. From what I understand, though, the horse session play, while it sounds really cool, wasn't very extensive. So I hope that someday we get to see it. But, yeah. I think it would be more than... Although, like, if they had the horse session play and then they expanded it so we got to, like, play as or interact with all the various different horses, like the Rohan horses and stuff, because I mean that's such a big part of their lore. Like, that would be cool. But anyway, let's see. I think where did I just see this? Chicken play is one thing I still have no idea what it is, says Dame Hypatia. Really? You haven't done any chicken sessions? Oh. Oh, hey, should we go take care of this mammoth before we interact with the Harbinger? Oh, we have a counterattack. Never mind. We'll do the counterattack first. Really? Like, really? Oh. Yeah. Sorry, like, mind blown. I don't even know where to start. Yes, there's so many comments in the chat. Okay, before it says something about how legendary servers seem like a good compromise, going back to the whole classic server idea. Oops, I just ran past this guy. Palmella says a legendary server where chicken as default would be funny. Yeah, Crispy Chicken says, I'd love a chicken server, but getting around with no chicken tenders would be tough. A chicken tender is somebody who tends the chickens. I'll explain this in a minute. Before says, I'd love a terrible goose session play. Oh, Tellurian does point out that LOTRO is kind of old, so some of the voice actors may have passed away. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Crispy Chicken mentions that Chicken Play has a whole section in the LOTRO wiki. But the TLDR of it is you're a level 1 chicken, so very little health. You have no weapons, you have no armor, you have no combat skills, basically, and you run around and you try not to die. You have a couple of objectives depending on the quest that you're doing. So yeah, after this we'll pop over to I was gonna say Henderson's farm. That's not right. To what's his name's farm and Sanderson's farm. That's it. Okay, we're gonna take care of this. We'll finish this Omen first. Oh, and we'll do a giveaway. So this is last call for the Pig in a Blanket housing decoration giveaway. So if you want in on that, make sure you type !giveaway into the chat. And we will get you in on that. Oh, this lost arm guy. I hate his arm. His arm does wacky things, like it'll just randomly attack. It doesn't have like a... okay, we're gonna... hang on. Yeah, it doesn't respond to aggro. It makes your shots go elsewhere sometimes. Like, it does all sorts of crazy stuff. Let's see if I can stop it. Okay, nope. There we go. Yeah, my shots were going to the other guy, even though I'm shooting at the arm. Like, it does crazy stuff. So I try to get rid of that arm because the arm is... and there he's speared me again. Blarg. Okay, yeah, so Crispy Chicken has it in there. Go to Sanson's farm near Mickle Delving. And, oh good, we got rid of these guys. And talk to Wald if you want to start the chicken play. So, what? Oh gosh, we forgot to do that. Well, I'll greed these.
Do you want to finish this off, or do you want to go look at the chickens?
Oh yeah, we could just leave.
Yeah.
Let's just leave.
Well, no, I can you leave?
Yes, I can. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta fix something. I love using the UI skins, but there is a problem, and I haven't done that patch. I have the page open because I want your help with it. But there's an update or something to the UI skins. Anyway, since I haven't had a chance to do that, let me get rid of 3D portraits because that's what does it. Okay. Don't go anywhere. You need to spend your things. Oh, you just did. Okay. So, and I have currently 17 tokens, so I'm fine. Okay, so we're going to pop over to Mickle Delving. Yeah, Mickle Delving. Here we go. Oh, Lost Shire Hobbit, I managed to get that patch in finally last week myself. Good for you. I keep meaning to do it, and then I'm like, I want B4 nearby so he can help me not mess it up altogether, and yeah. And then our schedules have been just like opposites and stuff. So anyway, okay, so we're gonna go check out the chicken. So I know, like, you're here for the delvings and the giveaway, but that was funny. Okay, so first thing you do is you're in Mickle Delving. We're gonna draw in 30 seconds. First thing is the drawing is in 30 seconds. Second thing, we're near Mickle Delving, which is behind my head, but you can see we're coming out there. Let me see if I can scooch that a little bit. And then we're gonna head up the road up to here to Sanson's farm. Okay, so it's not too far from Mickle Delving. First of all, okay, drawing in 30 seconds. So this is for the what was it? The pet, right? The Pig in a Blanket housing item, and the winner is Stormy Dirk or ex Stormy Dirks. So pop in the chat there, say hello, and let us know that you're here, and you and B4, yay, congratulations. We'll do a little whisper for the code. Okay, so if you haven't done chicken session play, when you come here, you have to start with, what quest is it, Crispy Chicken? You probably remember better than I do. We've already done it, so it's not going to show up for us, but I think you have to talk to Wald first, and he has a quest about delivering some eggs to various places. This is all in the wiki, so you don't have to memorize this. But basically, you'll have to start with a quest, and you do the quest thing, and then there might be a second quest, but then eventually, basically, he's like, hey, my chickens over here, George and Billina, are acting weird. Can you go take a look at them? And so when you do that, it takes you into a session where you are the chicken. Oh, okay. That's what it is. So the first quest you have with Wald is the eggs. You have to go check on the baskets of the eggs, and you'll notice there are chickens over here with names. So you've got Pimpinella, Telltime, Bellflower, Cineraria, and there should be a fifth one. Who's the fifth one? At any rate, it's on the wiki. You have to do them in the right order. So you go and you do that, and that takes you to the next piece, which is, so eventually you end up over here where you interact with the chicken, which then basically you then become the chicken and you run around as the chicken. So what it does is it takes your name and it puts a little tilde in front of it. So if you ever see a chicken running around and has a tilde and then what looks like could be a player name, then that's somebody who's doing chicken play and running around. Hey, Crispy's here. Awesome. Hello. I did not expect to see you on Treebeard. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see. Okay, oh, Dame Hypatia says, I probably saw Deliver, was so fed up with schlepping around mail or pies that I ignored it. Well, now you know where to go. So you come here and you do the thing to get you started. And then, and you'll see Crispy just disappeared because they're going into the session play. And ba-ba! There is our friend right there as a chicken. So a lot of times what you do, because you are a chicken and you don't have the ability to defend yourself, really, you will have tenders, such as like us, who can go along with you and like defend you from the wolves and things like that. But yes, Affodil does point out that because Crispy is in a session play, they're able to interact with other chickens in the region. Like you can talk in regional chat, but it goes to the chickens. But us players have no way to communicate with the chickens. I mean, like the chicken can jump up and down, she can flutter, like do crazy stuff, but we have no verbal way to interact. One thing that's kind of handy is if you have people on voice chat. Yes, jump one for yes and twice for no, like, you know, things like that. Here, let me jump in as a chicken also.
It'll act like you're logging out. It's a long delay. Be prepared.
Okay, I'll do that. That's fine. So I'm going into something called free range. So there's a series of quests, and basically the one I'm currently on is free range. Yeah, Farmer Sanson isn't looking. Now's your chance to escape. So I'm going to play storage. It's going to take a second because it's like logging out, and this is my completionist character. So there's a lot of things it's got to record to log me out. So give it a second. Oh, Crispy Chicken says, I live on every server. Fair enough. That's pretty smart. So yeah, so even emotes are blocked, says Tellurian. Crispy Chicken does point out that as a chicken, we have some defensive skills, so I'm going to show you those real quick. And then Crispy Chicken says, yeah, we use our Kin's Discord voice chat. So that's really a handy way if you're doing some sort of a group event together, is to have voice chat, to get onto voice chat. And that way you can be like, oh my gosh, there's this fox, I gotta run, where are you, come help me, or whatever, you know. Oh, Crispy Chicken grabbed the Arid Loon flying the coop quest. Awesome. So as you begin on the chicken session play series, there's a series basically, and it starts you with kind of like a smaller region where it's like the first quest is, you know, there's 3 animals in the Shire that you need to go talk to because there's stuff going on. It's basically, I think you start off as Billina, and she's like worried about the foxes. There's like foxes that have shown up, and you're asked, you're gonna go talk to a couple of other creatures about the fox problem and see if they'll help you. Oh, sorry, Crispy Chicken. See, this is why you're so good at this. I've forgotten. Says the first time chickens dig for worms for Billina. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's see. Hang on. So, oh, Talarian says, as far as I recall, if I recall correctly, horses may communicate with chickens just as other chickens. Well, that's neat. Oh, Loshire Harbor lets me know to warn you with the patch for the skins. It could revert your map. Good to know. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so you start off with smaller quests, and over time you expand into more and more and more of the world. So right here, it's got a little thing. It's telling me I'm in chicken play. As a noble chicken, you have but lately reclaimed your fowlish freedom. With all of the land of Middle-earth before you, it is for you to decide where your feet and tiny wings will carry you. So let me run back over here and see if any of my handy folk are still nearby. Oh, yay, there's Crispy Chicken. Yay, hello. So as it turns out, it looks like we're all becoming chickens, because I see B4 doing the same thing over there. So let's see what's popped up over here. I have a deed. No, don't need to worry about that. So we have at the bottom 4 skills that we can do. Oh, and I should check, what do we have in the giveaway? Sleeping Gray Cat. We have a giveaway open. It is currently open for the Sleeping Gray Cat housing item. So if you want in on that, to try and win that, type ! giveaway into the chat. Do it soon, because we'll close it, and then we'll do another giveaway. So you've got like 2 minutes to get into that, and then we'll do a drawing. So ! giveaway for the Sleeping Gray Cat housing item, which is super cute. Okay, so yeah, before when I did my solo run for Crossover Roads, it took almost 6 hours to finish. Yeah. And then Crispy Chicken was saying that after you do the one thing, then you get Flying the Coop quests, which will take you outside the Shire. So first you start with, can I get to a map here? Yeah. So first you start with quests that are that are nearby in the farmland, and then you get one that's for the Shire, and then you have like a list. One of them takes you to Bree, one of them takes you to the Lone Lands, one of them takes you to the Trollshaws. So you go to different places in Eriador as the chicken, which is so cool. Okay, so the abilities that I have Foul Fleetness, which says a burst of speed. Can make the difference between freedom and flattened. So it's a plus 50% run speed for 30 seconds, but then there's a 2-minute cooldown. That one's super useful, especially when you're trying to go really far, like across the whole place. Like if you're trying to go to Minas Tirith or something like that, that takes a while. Bob and Weave. Oh, here, I'm going to follow the rooster. Bob and Weave. Sometimes survival comes down to not being hit, actually, most times. So it gives you a 50% evade chance and plus 25% additional evasion against ranged attacks. That lasts for 30 seconds. It also has a 2-minute cooldown. Then you have this one, which is Possum Impersonation. Middle-earth is a dangerous place. Sometimes it is good to be dead. So you just lay down, right? It says cannot be attacked, but it lasts for, it's a channel duration. It lasts for 1 minute, and then it has a cooldown of 2 minutes. So that one you got to make sure that whatever you're trying to hide from isn't about to just be right there again and attack you. And then Paranoia. You're not sure what, but something isn't right. That lasts for 1 minute, has a cooldown of 2 minutes. What does Paranoia do, Crispy Chicken? What is, oh, increased stealth detection, which is really good if you're like out in the world where there's the spiders and what was the other one you had trouble with? Wargs. Wargs, spiders, oh, and bandits in Avendim, because they sometimes are cloaked. So yeah, okay, so giveaway, last chance if you want in on this for the Sleeping Gray Cat housing item, ! Giveaway. You've got 30 seconds. Let's see, Crispy Chicken says when we did free range last weekend, it took 6.5 hours because somebody missed longbow and we had to return to the Eavespires in Avendim. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how far afield you can go with some of the later chicken sessions is, yeah, if you're going all the way to, yeah, Avendim, to the Eavespires, and, like, you go far. mash possum impersonation while running so the cooldown does not start. Paranoia helps detect stealthy critters like more prowlers on the high moor also. Excuse me. Aaron Bard asks, can you follow any wandering NPC? Yes. Yes, I do this regularly. Yeah, you just do /follow. Okay, let's do the giveaway for the Sleeping Gray Cat. Oh, okay. So Affadil's going to do possum impersonation. Oh, you're doing it right now. It's not working. It is?
Yeah, I'm dropping off the aggro.
Oh, you're dropping aggro. Huh, interesting. All right.
There's a glitch. You can keep hammering it.
Oh, there's a glitch, and you can keep doing it over and over again. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Wolves.
Well, do the giveaway first.
Yeah.
And then we could go where there's wolves, and you guys can show off your fancy skills. I'm not as good at evading detection as these things, so as some of these chicken people. I'm not as good of a chicken as some people. Okay, so we have Ein Wildesgrimi was drawn from the giveaway. So I'm guessing this is one of our German friends. If you want to let us know that you're still here, and then you and before can do a whisper for the thing. Sofa TV says, congratulations to Grimmy. So we're just waiting for Grimmy to pop up, and we'll give you a sleeping gray cat housing item. While we're waiting on that, let's go find some wolves, and you two can show what it's like to evade wolves. So, Crispy, you probably know where's the best place to find wolves. So. Oh, you guys are going different directions. All right, let's follow Crispy. Crispy's got an idea. Yeah, you can also, as Tellurian points out, you can also keybind follow using the key configuration options, which is really handy. Oh, hey, there's an angry tusker. Oh, you know what happens though when you go into chicken session play? All of your settings, some of your settings go away. So let me see. Do I have UI layout load sidebar 2? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna follow Crispy over there. That angry tusker was threatening to attack. I'm not good at dropping aggro. So if we go through something with aggro, you guys can show me how good you are at dropping it. Hey, there you are. Awesome. Congratulations, you have won the Sleeping Gray Cat chicken. We are chickens. The housing pet is not a chicken. And before we'll send you a code right now via Whisper in the Twitch thing. Okay, so you two can communicate about that. Awesome. Okay, so now sleeping chicken housing emote. You know, actually, Aaron Bard, there's from the woman at the fountain, at the boar fountain, the curator. From the curator, you can buy I'm sorry, I'm having a bad word day. What are the things? Y'all know what I'm talking about? That you can make a housing pet you can take a pet and make it into a housing item. There it is, pet harness. You can buy a pet harness from the curator when she's around, and it's a token that basically you take the pet harness and you take a cosmetic pet that you have, you combine it, and it creates an offspring, which is now a housing item. And so it's a housing item that looks like that pet. And a lot of them move around or shake their head or whatever. There's something that they do. So it's a cool way. Thank you, Pet Harness, Pamela. Yeah, Aaron Bird, you guys knew what I was talking about. Awesome. So yeah, you can make a really cool housing item off of a cosmetic pet that you have, that you might be like, yes, I want one of those things. So yeah. Oh yeah, nice. So And I just realized I don't think I've got speech bubbles on. So, because we have to reset that. So hang on. Bubbles. So I'm not seeing the chat bubbles. Sorry. There we go. So that's one of the things that when you enter session play, you lose like your chat bubbles, that setting. So I had to reset that. So there we go. So now I can see in the, you know, popping above the chickens' heads what they're saying, because I was kind of missing it because it was passing in other spots. Hey, baby. Aaron Bard says those harnesses are for premium housing only, not standard Shire. I think that is not true, because I believe that the Hobbitry's kinship house in the Shire has items in it that are made from those pet harnesses. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. But that means that's something I should test sometime. I mean, I have some harnesses. So when we're done being chickens, if there's still time, I will go try that out. And if there's not, then I can try it out, but off stream. So I don't think you have any, I don't think B4 has any pet harnesses, so I don't think he would do it on his thing. Okay, Pamela says you can use the pet harnesses in the standard house. There we go, we have an answer. Thank you, Pamela, appreciate that. So yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that I've seen them. So, okay, there's a new giveaway open for a spotted corgi cosmetic pet, as we were discussing cosmetic pets. So if you want to have a chance at winning a spotted corgi cosmetic pet, it is only good for one character. So if you have a character that doesn't have it, that you really wish they did have it, now is a fantastic time to get in on that. So type ! giveaway into the chat, just like Moobot tells you to, and you'll be entered into the drawing for that pet. Yeah, so I think, Aaron Bard, I think what you're thinking of is because the pet harnesses came out, I think in tandem with one of the, maybe a Rohan, premium houses, that maybe it was conflated. But no, yeah, you can, it is, it becomes a housing item. So that's really cool. I think it's just like a furniture item, perhaps. Generic furniture item, which means you'll be able to use it in the yard now, since all of those are generic. Yeah, this is really cool because we haven't done a session play of going out and about as chickens to Ered Luin since Yondershire came out. So we've never gone through Yondershire. I think, what was it? We had to use the portal, right? Yeah, yeah. It used to be the portal. So that was fun. Let's see. So Pomela says, if you have time today, could you go over how the mount hooks in the premium Hobbit houses work? I'm scared to use mine. Oh, yeah. I have no problem with doing that. As my B4 says, Yondershire's got to add a few minutes to the run. Actually, I'm tempted to jump out of session play and pop over to my premium house. So, I mean, I'm not really adding much to the, yeah, crispy chickens. Yeah, it takes longer now. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think I'm adding much to the chicken content here. So I think you guys wouldn't miss me if I wasn't here. I mean, obviously the stream would not be able to see the chicken play session play happening. But yeah, I think that's about it. So I may leave you chickens. But now you've guys, now those of you who haven't seen it before, have now got a chance to see what it's like to be a chicken and run around Middle Earth, which is pretty neat. So thank you, Crispy Chicken. I really appreciate you jumping in there. That was awesome. Good luck. I mean, we weren't really going to help with combat, so. Oh, but chickens can attack. They have an auto attack, but you can also die. Here, we'll go and attack something. All right, we're going to attack this shrew. Let's see, how do we do it? Is it auto attack then? What's that? All right. Okay, so so now we're in combat with the shrew. So we are doing like 1 damage to it, but it's doing more than 1 damage to us. So there we go. See, I lost. Oh, session failed. So sad. Yes, Crispy Chicken points out, you will lose this fight. Well, I don't know. Affadil's still going. How are you still going against that shrew? Oh, it didn't attack you. It was, oh, I had the aggro. But I have seen a pack of chickens make it. Like, if you have like 10 chickens or something around it, you can make it work. I don't know. It's crazy. Dame Hypatia says, perhaps I'll ask around. Chicken play might be a thing to do around Easter. Well, and people put together chicken session play runs periodically on all the various servers. So as we mentioned, Crispy Chicken is on every server. So you could always reach out and see about doing, some chicken session play with a chicken veteran, as it were. Lost Hobbit says they're bringing back the April Fool's chicken event. Yeah, but I feel like if you're going to do that, having done at least one session play as a chicken elsewise would be really handy. So you kind of understand what it's like to run around as a chicken. Like, it's a weird feeling. So I think it's just, it's like getting on a tricycle. Like, I feel like you should try it once before you try a tricycle race, to be like, oh, this is how this works, right? Yeah. So, yes. There we go. Crispy Chicken says, if you need help, you can contact Crispy on the Lore Seekers Discord or contact them here. Yes, chicken play, the ultimate equalizer, because we're all chickens. Okay, so I'm going to my premium house. What was it? Actually, I want to go here. Okay, so we're about to close the giveaway for the spotted corgi. So if you are interested in winning the spotted corgi, type ' giveaway into the chat if you haven't already done so. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, I've lost track of which my house. I'll go to my ridge. Oh no, that's Rohan. We want to go to Lindleby. Oh, I'll go to Stonegate Path because I don't have that one over on Laurelin. Okay, we'll show that one off. That'll be fun. Yes, so we will be drawing here in just like a couple moments for that. And remember, it is only a one thing, so make sure you use the code on the character you want to have the code. Okay. Oh wow, I've forgotten how much I decorated this house. I'm never here. Look at all this decoration. Very awesome. Sweet. Okay, well, here's one I've already done, so I bet you I could do another one here. Okay, we'll just stand here for a second. Yeah, so we're going to do Mount Hook over here in just a moment. And, let's see. So yeah, and the chicken session play thing is really cool because it doesn't matter what level you are. This Pamela was pointing out. Like, you could be a 150 character, you could be a level 5 character. Your chicken is always level 1, so it equalizes. Yeah, it's the equalizer for everybody. But it is really handy to have people traveling with you as their characters who can help defend you as a chicken from, the things you might run into in the world. So that's the reason why I recommend when you're getting started, after you do like the initial couple quests and you start going further out, is to check in with somebody like Crispy Chicken and about, seeing if there's somebody who can kind of show you some of the ropes and drag you along. So where did I get the Hobbit Elder? When you own a Lindleby house, actually you might not even have to own a house. There's a quest that you can get from the center of town. And it's basically like go tour the neighborhood, so find a big house, find a little house, find this house or that house. When you finish that, there's a selection box, and she is one of the options from that. Okay, so we're going to look at how we do this how we do a steed thingy bobber. So let me open this. Okay, so I've gone ahead and opened up my decoration mode. So I'm in decoration mode. Now I'm going to pre-think about this. So hold on. So let me go into my mounts and let's look at the mounts that I have. And let's pick one that I would like to have sitting here, perhaps. I like the Elk of the Spring Wood and the Forest Spirit's nice, but maybe a pony. Maybe a pony would be nice, right? Let's see. Hobby horse, but that'd be funny, but that's silly. The Winged Herald pony. I'm a fan of that one. So maybe we'll go with that. Okay, so now we have an idea of what we're gonna do, maybe, right? So the way to make a make one of these, right? One of these housing items is you have the hitching, not the hitching post. What do we call those again? Those are at the bottom. I just had it open a minute ago. It's not the pet harness, it's the other one. There it is, steed halter. So you need a steed halter. You are given steed halters. So the pet harness, you take a pet harness and a cosmetic pet and you make a housing item. The steed halters, you take a steed halter and a steed that you have and you create a housing item. So these are two different things, but they have basically the same recipe, just different ingredients. And so this thing that we're making with the steed and the steed harness, those are premium houses because the original houses don't have this hook, this hitching post hook, which is where this particular thing goes. So I'm going to click, so I have some of these steed halters because when you buy a premium house of Rohan or later, I don't think you get them with Belfast. So it'd have to be like Rohan, the Dwarven one, Erebor, Lindleby. So yeah, so moving forward, right? It comes with steed halters. When you buy a house, they give you steed halters, but not in the Cape of Belfast. So I got some when I bought this house, basically, which is nice. They give you some of these toys to play with when you buy the place. Okay, so I click on the pitching post and nope, wait. Oh yeah, drag the appropriate decoration item from your inventory into the slot. But I don't have one, right? But I want to make one. Pretty sure this is how you do it. And let's see. I wanted to do, what did we say? We wanted to do the winged herald pony, right? So if I drag this in, yeah, it's like, well, you don't have that, but would you like one? And so I'm like, so it's asking me, create housing decoration from skill, from my winged herald pony skill, and it's going to cost me 1 steed halter. Am I okay with this? And I say, okay. So now it has created for me this item, which is this mount decoration, as they call it. And if I don't want it there, if I'm like, nah, it's not really my jam, I can remove it just like any other housing item. So notice that it's not there anymore, but I could put it on a different one. I can put it on the same one for all that matters. So I'll just go and put it back in the same place. Sure, we'll just stick it on this hitching post. So I still have it. It's an item now. It exists. It's a housing item. It's an inventory item. I will never get rid of it. It will be in my stuff forever unless I like drag it off for some dumb reason. But there we go. So let me get out of decoration. And now it exists. Ta-da! Okay. So what? Giveaway. The giveaway is for the spotted corgi pet, and you want to go ahead and do it? Yeah? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and draw that here in like 30 seconds. So if you have not entered the drawing for the spotted corgi pet, do that right now. Now is your last chance. Because before it's going to pull that, that'll be my last giveaway from my stream, but then we will do more giveaways. Yeah? You good with that? Okay, we'll do more giveaways to continue the fun over on B4 Stream to celebrate my 5 years of playing LOTRO, which means it's also 5 years since you've been playing LOTRO in your current iteration. I mean, B4 started playing when LOTRO first launched, but then there was like a 15-year gap. No, not 15-year gap. He played like in 2007, and then he didn't play again until 2017, so whatever that, or 2019. So 17 to 19, or 7 to 19, 12 years. There was a 12-year gap, but now he's back. So there we go. It's also your 5-year LOTRO-versary. Well, heck, there we are. So I got a whole bunch of codes from Cordovan. Thank you. Huge shout out to Cordovan for being awesome and giving us codes for giveaways today. So yes, we'll continue the giveaway fun on B4 Stream here in just a moment. So Epic Games TV, congratulations. Who also said congratulations on 5 years. Pamela also says congratulations, thank you. Here's to 5 more happy years on LOTRO. Indeed, right? Nah, Epic Games says the draw was rigged. Epic Games, can you send a whisper to B4? Just to make sure that he can get you. Sounds like you don't allow strangers to whisper to you, and I know we're stranger than some, right? So let's get back to the, okay, we'll finish that first, and then I'll come back to the stables thing here. So yes, so make sure you send a whisper over to B4 there. You got it? Okay, cool, you guys got it sorted out. Fantastic. Yeah, you have it blocked. Yeah, I understand. Okay, we'll go ahead and start the next giveaway, and then we'll finish. We'll draw it during his stream. So what?
Oh, you mean like that?
Like that? Yeah. So that's why I said that. So the giveaway is for 500 LOTRO points. Again, very generous of Cord. Very happy that he was very supportive of us. So yes, type exclamation point giveaway, and I decided my rules, and so we're still during my stream. So so my rules for today's chat are if you can win in every category. So whoever won the 500 points earlier, you're not eligible for this, but everybody else, you're welcome to enter. I would love to see everybody have a chance at getting 500 LOTRO points, even if you already won a corgi or a sleeping cat or whatever. You're fine. Jump on in here. Okay. So let's kind of close the loop here on this discussion about these steed halters and stuff. Let's see. Did I get all of the comments that you said about... Aaron Barn asked if the horses are limited to premium houses. Yes, because of that particular... you need to have these hitching posts that hook in order to use this housing item. So you'll notice that a lot of these others are like, that's a yard item. We have large item, huge yard, furniture, whatever, inside, wall, all these different hooks. But this hitching post hook only exists from the point when they created it, which was Rohan. So from Rohan forward, they have included these hitching posts in every premium house neighborhood. But that's why I'm pretty sure they don't exist in Belfast. I'm trying to think the last time I did any decoration, because I do have Belfast houses, but I don't think it has the hitching posts. We can go take a look here in a second, but I'm pretty sure there's no hitching posts in Belfast. So yes, so it's only available in premium houses, and only in premium houses that have been created since they created this new hook. Just like with Lindleby houses, when that was created, so this is the newest housing type that exists, and there's another new hook called a fence hook. Well, that doesn't exist in any of the other previous types of houses because this is brand new when they came out with this. Now their hope is to, backwards engineer it and start adding it to the other premium houses over time. But yeah, so that's kind of what's happening is each time they roll out a new style of premium house, they come up with something new, and then it exists from there forward. So that's kind of the thing. Let's see what other questions were there. Stay my patient says, I don't really need another house, but I'd sure love to have one in Lindleby. They're beautiful. I'm really loving them. Let me see. I have Shire, Lindleby, Rohan, Lindleby. Oh, okay. I don't have a Belfast house here. Sorry. So I can't just pop over there. But I'm like, I would say I'm 100% certain that there's no harnesses in Belfast yet. I can't imagine they've had the opportunity to spend time working on that coding just yet. I would bet that they're going to get the fencing in on all the different houses first. So, and that's this thing right here. So this fence, I got to choose what I wanted my fence to look like. I had to go buy the fence from the barterer person, but yeah, it was cool. Okay, yeah, Belfast doesn't have that in premium homes. No hitching posts. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, you guys. And let's see. Crispy chicken. I just made it out of the other side of Yondershire without being devoured. Good job. Yeah, so just to confirm, yeah, those steed halters only fit onto hitching post hooks. Yes. Okay, so I think I'm about to catch up on the current chat. Epic Games asks, have we been able to drop hints to Cord about some Hobbit fire pit ideas? One, Cord didn't stream this week. He had something that pulled him away, so Orion actually streamed on Friday. Two, Cord doesn't actually have a lot. I mean, he can pass things along, but I would say our best chance at getting something like that is if we start a thread over in the forums, because then the devs who handle housing items will be the ones who see that and can ask any questions that they have there. So I haven't been looking on the forums lately, so I don't know if anybody's already started a thread about this. But if somebody has, let me know, because I would love to like get in on mentioning, you know, that I think that would be fantastic to have as well. Clary Dancer says, I can't wait for premium elf housing. I know that's going to be really pretty. I'm really interested to see what that's going to look like. Dame Hypatia says, okay, I'll buy a Lindleby house when the Ritz are on sale next. Crispy Chicken, I want a flat too. I know, right? That'd be really cool to get, like, do I have there's the housing item that looks like a flat, and I just think that's so cool. It would be really interesting if we had, yeah, elf houses like up in the trees and stuff. That would be, I'm really curious to see what that's going to look like. So, yeah. Yes, Dame Hypatia points out that having a premium house is a great thing for the travels, because when you use your housing travel to premium house, it is a 1-minute cooldown. It's fantastic. It's just like you can zip around so fast. Now, I have this house here on Treebeard. This is way the heck up in the hills. And yeah, you can see like I've put a little gazebo out here on the rocks, and it's way out here. And in fact, this house at the top of the hill. It's really far away. But I also have, let me go ahead and show you Wellforth Way. One Wellforth Way is like my favorite location. So we'll pop over there real quick. Aaron Bard asks Hobbit fire pits. So Aaron Bard, in the Rohan housing, there was a new type of hook called a fire pit, and they created these really cool fire pit housing items for the, basically it looked great in the mead house, but it looks great in the mead house, but they have that same hook in these Hobbit houses, and it doesn't look right. It just doesn't quite fit the style. So yeah, so there was an interest in, like, could we get something Hobbit style? Like, that'd be great, you know. So that's what we're talking about. Oh yeah, so the 1-minute travel. So I can get, yeah, from my Wellforth Way house, I can get down the hill into the center of town. I can get to Wenda, Cranesbill, if I want to, or if I want to get to the far-ranging stable master, boom, I'm there. I love it. I love how quick it is. Oh, and if you haven't done that quest to get to do the neighborhood tour, it's this person. It's the Lindleby housing broker, also in the center of town. So, there we go. Let's see. Just finished the quest, says Crispy Chicken. Back at Sanson's Farms now. Yay! Congratulations. Let's see. Oh, Crispy Chicken's gonna get the cloak of the cluck after you finish Everswim on the server, which is the easiest of the chicken quests. So the cloak of the cluck, I would assume I have it. Let me check my wardrobe. I would assume so too. Yeah, there it is. It looks like this. Ta-da! It's got a chicken. It's got some chicken eggs on top. It's great. I love the cloak of the cluck. So, yeah, Epic Games says, yeah, I'd love to see more Hobbit stuff or allow us to scale items or something. Yes, I agree with that. Because the, like I said, the fire pit items that are available for the fire pit hook are all very Rohirric, and they just don't look right in a Hobbit house. Oh, you know what, maybe I didn't even put one in here. I was so annoyed. Well, over on Laurelin, I've shown this before. I did some redoing. I redid some of my Laurelin house after the chat last time. You know what? I'll just show you all next week. I think I'll show you next week. Yeah, we'll just do that next week. We'll just show you next week. Because I don't want to take the time to log off here because it takes a while to log off with this character. So, yeah, Crispy Stonegate Path Home on Gladden has a DIY waterfall in the basement. Very nice. I don't think... Yeah, this is the regular house, right? Yeah, this is my Wellforth Way house. So this one has all the normal stuff. I think it's the other house. Hang on, let me just go back to the other house because we have such a short travel time. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, Epic Games even just make a few breakfast tables together to make one fire pit decoration. Shouldn't be too hard. I know, right? Like, or something. It would be neat if there was something more Hobbit style. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Crispy Chicken points out that the Cloak of the Cluck also gives you an emote. Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. Probably if you wear the original, not the wardrobe version, right? I think you have to have the original on. Just like the thing I have on my back here, where I've got these flowers. If you have the original, you get if you have it on as a weapon in the weapon slot, you get. Oh, come on. There we go. Like, resolve, door. Apparently doors are hard. Orion the other day said doors are hard. If they're made of wood. Wait, is this not the right house? Yes, this has got to be the house. No. Where's my house with the stuff and the things? What? I thought it was my Treebeard house. Now I'm very confused. Where I had the goblin thing. I thought that was on Treebeard. Now I'm very confused. Okay, hang on. Lindleby, Rohan, Lindleby. I don't think I gave it up. Wait, did I just go back to Wellforth Way again? That's my problem. I went to the wrong house. Hang on. Let me go to the other house. The other house. So, okay, I play a lot on Treebeard and I play a lot on Laurelin these days. And I have 2 Lindleby houses on both servers. I have one Wellforth Way house on both servers, but then my second house is different on each of the servers. And I'm so used to being at my Laurelin houses that I forget what my Treebeard houses are. Okay. I think it's this house that has the wacky doodle. Yeah. Pretty sure. All right, let's go downstairs. Yes, here it is. Okay, here we go. So this house, there is a not a waterfall. There's a pit back behind here, and there's goblins back in there. So I was like, that was kind of creeping me out. So I bought a wall, and I put it across the back, and I put a waterfall there, so hopefully people won't just go like wandering around the wall. See, and also to indicate there's something going on over there. So that's what it was. Yeah, so that's the waterfall ceiling item, as Crispy Chicken points out in the chat. That is the waterfall ceiling item. So you can make a DIY waterfall room, as you mentioned, or for me, I use it as kind of like a blocking or a visual blocking, you know. So with a pool of some sort to catch the water. I do that in, actually it might be our kin house. I think I've done that. Excuse me, let me pop over there real quick. Yes, I have on this server 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. Over on Laurelin, I think I have 7. Now that includes the kin house, which isn't like mine. You know, it is a shared house, of course. But I mean, I have the travel skill to it, so you know, it counts. It's on the list. But yeah, I think there's 7 houses on my list on Laurelin because I just keep buying houses, and I'm at the point where I'm considering letting go of some of my Rohirric houses because I just don't use them. Let me let this catch up here for a second. So, let's see. Crispy Chicken says I put a giant cave claw to eat any goblins, plus a dwarf ballista. Oh, that's clever. I like that. I like that. Calarial Dancer says my husband put a wall in the large room at the end of the hall to make the bedroom feel more cozy. Yes, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, Aaron Bart says I placed the waterfall in my remote Stone Street house. Crispy Chicken likes to shoot fireworks into the cave. That's great. You have yet to spot a goblin, but someone must keep the fire stoked, right? Oh, in case you're curious, this is what the sleeping gray cat pet looks like. That's a regular sleeping cat. There's another sleeping gray cat. I've got the sleeping brown cat there. And we have another waterfall ceiling item there and a reflection pool there for everything to get caught in, because I thought that was fun. So, all right. Well, I think unless there's anything else at this moment, I think I will leave that for the moment. I'll show you guys my Laurelin house next week, and we'll try to anticipate what the rotation might be, because there'll be one last week of Ill Omens during my stream. So we can do Ill Omens again next week. But my question is, and I'd like to do it on Laurelin, we just don't know which rotation it is, and if it's the Moria one or the Wildwood, or not Wildwood, Mirkwood ones, we'll probably have to do some stuff ahead of time, because I don't know that we've been that far in the epic storyline. So we may have to do a little bit of pre-work before the stream. So we'll try to do that, though, in anticipation. But then I'll show you guys my new slightly redecorated Lindleby houses too, because I did a little bit of decoration. And if I don't do that next week, I'll show you the Lindleby houses the week after that. So we'll definitely get that. Oh yes, Epic Games TV points out that I do have the tabletop minecart display, which is a working. I don't have the big one, which goes in a huge yard item, but this one, yeah, you click on it, and then there's a little minecart that goes around in a circle. It's so cute. I think it's great. So, yeah, that's fun. I like to have all sorts of fun stuff in the houses, you know what I mean? And especially like the, for the kin house, you know, stuff that's fun for everybody. Like we've got a barber in case somebody needs to change their look. But yeah, we've got a definitely decorated house. We've got a row of kegs, you know, in case you've got a need. But yeah, so try to keep it nicely decorated around here. Got our adventurous visitor, you know, hanging out, reading in the study. All right. Anyway, so I think, yes, I think we will call it there. Thanks for joining me on my 5-year anniversary celebration. Yay! And then, like, in 2 months, I think it's in March, is when I started streaming as a LOTRO streamer here on this channel. So that will be like my 3-year anniversary of that, maybe. So anyway, I'll try to plan ahead, and we'll do some more giveaways then, hopefully, because that'll be fun. I love giving stuff away. So there we go. Yeah. So it was like, I want this, and I want this, and I want this. I know, right? That's one of the fun things I love about housing and LOTRO. It's like, you can spend a lot of time going, ooh, that's neat, I want one of those. Ooh, and can I have one of those? And ooh, where'd you get that? And, you know, like, I love the stained glass on yeah, just, there's so many fun things you can do here. So, okay, so the giveaway is, again, for 500 LOTRO points. So make sure you type ! Giveaway into the chat if you want to have a chance at winning that. I'm going to log off, but then B4 is going to pick up. So just stay in the chat, because the... and I can do the giveaways. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The Star Banner. That is a hanging banner of Gil-galad, which I would have gotten out of the legendary item reward track a couple of times ago. So I'm afraid you're probably out of luck if you didn't get that one in the past. But hopefully they'll bring it back around, because it is pretty. It is very pretty. So, okay, all right. I'm going to get going. Stick around for B4 and his stream plugging along. His stream is definitely focused on LOTRO plugins and how to develop those, and a lot of the coding that happens behind the scenes on those. But don't worry, if you don't understand any of it, it's totally fine. You're still welcome to stick around for the giveaways, and you can ask any sort of LOTRO questions. They don't have to be coding related or plugin related or anything like that. So yeah, I'll be around in the chat. I might, I don't know, grab a new cup of tea or something, but I'll be around. Yeah, so, and definitely good luck on all of the giveaways. And yeah, if you have questions about like where I found things in my houses and stuff, if you're like watching the stream later, you know, feel free to pause and be like, wait, where's that? Where'd you get that? But you can also look at Deco de Milieu. He has a fantastic website of a database of all of the decoration items, all the housing items that you can possibly find in LOTRO. So like, you know, the elegant green burning sconce, you can look that up and he will have the information about where you get that, like where does it come from. So that is a really fantastic resource also. And Before has put a link into the chat for you as well for that. Yeah, definitely glad to help out with that harness clarification. Maybe we'll do a pet one another time. And yeah, I'm happy to use up my stuff. It's just a game. So I'm happy to spend my tokens and things and whatnot to let's play around, let's figure it out together, right? Let's have fun. So, all right, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you in Before stream. Good luck on the giveaways. And I say to remember to stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart. So stay, try to find the little joys in life, the things that bring you happiness, right? All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.